Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Odin Phillips, and today we bring you a conversation with the CEO of Ccilu, a company that is changing the footwear industry through innovative design with a focus on sustainability. Today, we get a behind the scenes look on what inspired the company, challenges they face along the years, and what's next for the brand. So, without any further introduction, I give you the CEO of Ccilu, Wilson Chu.
I grew up in Taiwan. Okay, my father actually he's a chemist. He's a chemist, so he's not a shoe guy. He's a chemist. But there's a lot of thing in a pair of a shoe related to the chemical. Okay, because most of the important factors as for performance, as for comforts, comes from the elements of chemical inside of shoes, especially when we talk about that material, insole, outsole, midsole, bottom, functioning, cushioning, resilience, such and such. Okay, so the chemical knowledge and chemical expertise is very important for a pair of the good shoe. So my father and mother came from that backgrounds, so they start up a company running the chemical and molding and try to use very good chemicals and some formulas to make like composite materials, which can be used in not only footwear, in a lot of different applications. Composite materials. Bank from the USA. So I worked there for around 10 years. I got very quick promotions and become a VP of the company. And I work in these huge organizations. I have to, doing much more. I mean, spend a lot of time to really, climb up to the top. Okay, this is not easy. And I try to think that perhaps I have to leave and I try to pursue my own interest, to pursue my own career. So in my list, I have like 8 or 10 different thoughts. I mean, doing different things. And join my father's business is only one of them. Then I start to take time going around different places, including my father's factories in different countries. I try to understand and learn, what he has been doing in this so many years. Because later I decide to stay. Actually, my father pushed me away. He say, "Oh no, this is a very difficult industry. Okay, very challenging. Perhaps you can do something else much better. Okay, do not stay here." But eventually, I found actually this is a platform my father has been building up for a few decades. Okay, and I'm thinking if I can utilize all these foundations, the skill, the knowledge, perhaps I can have something different, okay, in the future. Okay, later I decide. Okay, I will try to manufacture a lot and sell a lot. Okay, and very soon, because the product is still very good design and interesting, so we sell the product into a lot of countries. In the year like 2017, 2018, we sold the product to like 40, 50 different countries. Okay, million and million pairs with my own names and design. Sometimes we have retail stores, we have digital commerce all over different places. Okay, this is a footwear, it's apparel business. There's a lot of thing about the fashion, about design, about season, about culture. Okay, so people in different countries love different kind of shoes. Okay, some are wider, some are narrower, some are black, some are gold. Some are in leather, some are in plastics. Okay, people have different opinion on a pair of a shoe. So when you try to expand your sales balance, you try to expand your territories, which means you have to create a lot of different products. Okay, and you have hundreds and thousands of SKUs, which means different colors, different sizes, different products. Okay, and your factory busy on handling so many different products. Okay, create a lot of inventories and use sell containers to different countries. Okay, and they buy a lot of different varieties, but end of the day, perhaps they cannot sell everything, right? So it becomes like a chain effect. What I say is that because we do not have good enough foundations for this brand message, for this true impact of the your concept and product line. So in a lot of time, you see you have good numbers, but behind the numbers, actually you have even more problems. Okay, inventories, very slow sell-throughs, such and such. So very things we start to see the outcomes, very bad consequences coming back. I mean, your buyers, your distributors, your wholesalers, they start to slow down. I mean, getting your new products, new shipment. Okay, and you found there's a lot of consumers, they do not have really good comments on your products. They say, oh, the product looks very good, but they do not really comfortable, or it's not good fittings, or and different problems. Okay, shoes. We try to really, narrow down our product line and narrow down the usage of the material and start to thinking of that instead of using petroleum resources to make so many different kind of products. Perhaps we just use recycled resources and material to make much fewer variety of the products. Okay, and try to explain our technology and our inspirations to the consumer who really like us. Okay, so we do not push consumer to buy, and we try to switch to the other way. We try to convince, we try to educate, we try to have a really good communication with our target audience, saying, okay, this is a product made of coffee grounds, for example, and what is the bad thing about coffee grounds, and what is the technology for us to use this coffee ground to make a pair of shoes, and why you have to wear this pair of shoes, and what's your contribution, and what does that mean to you. We try to comes coffee grounds, and later we use a plastic a lot. Okay, we also upcycle the waste from the semiconductor industries, which that there's a lot of big players in Taiwan, and people try to make the chips. Okay, and they also create a lot of waste. We use that one as well, and we use a lot of agriculture waste as well. Okay, is not only coffee, right? We have a sugar cane, we have a tea, we have a bamboo, we have the fish scale, for example. We have oyster shell, for example. Okay, we try to use the waste from different sectors, different industries, and use the material to replace the material. Okay, in the other footwear products we used to use a lot, which is petroleum. Okay, so this is the first thing that we try to replace the material in a pair of the shoes. When other people doing shoes from petroleum resources, we're doing shoes from the waste from different sectors.